Shalom and good morning. We are very happy to be with you today here on YouTube and on Discord, and to open a new week with reading from Luria's writing. Let's pop into the whiteboard and see what verses are waiting for us to open. Here we have a few verses. The first is Genesis chapter 6, verse 14, Exodus 2, verses 3, 7, and 10, and Exodus 34, verses 7 and 6. Let's read the verses and then try to see how do they combine together in Luria's writing, explaining the Exodus. Genesis chapter 6, verse 14. Make thee an ark of gopher wood, with whom shalt thou make the ark, and shalt pitch it within there without with the pitch. This is the instruction to Noah to build an ark. עשה לך תיבת עצי גופר, קינים תעשה את התיבה, וחפרת אותה מבית ומחוץ בכופר. Exodus chapter 2 verses 3, 7 and 10. And when she could not longer hide him, she took for him an ark of bulrushes, and daubed it with slime and with pitch. And she put a child therein, and laid it in the flakes by the river's brink. פסוק ג', אקסודוס שמות, פרק ב', פסוק ג', ולא יכלה עוד הצפינו. It says הצפינו without a dot in the pay. ותיקח לו תיבת גומי, ותחמרה וחמר, ובזפת, ותשם בה את הילד, ותשם בסוף על שפת האור. Verse 7. Then said his sister to Pharaoh's daughter, Shall I go and call thee a nurse of the Hebrew women, that she may nurse the child for thee? פסוק ז'. ותאמר אחותו אל בת פרעה, האלך וקראתי לך אישה מינקת מן העבריות, ותניק לך את הילד? Verse 10. And the child grew, and she brought him unto Pharaoh's daughter, and he became her son. And she called his name Moses, and said, Because I drew him out of the water. פסוק י'. ויגדל הילד, ותביאהו לבת פרעה, ויהי לה לבן, ותקרא שמו משה, ותאמר כי מן המים משיתיהו. Please pay attention to the sound of Moshe, Moses, and to pull in Hebrew, to pull or draw from the water, because it has the same sound, Moshe. Now I shall write it here, Moshe, and Meshitihu, I pulled him. Those are the same letters, Mem, Shin, Hey, and here we have Mem, Shin, and also Hey, because in English we don't have this relation. She named him Moses and said, because I drew him from the water, and we don't hear it in the English. This is why I stopped. Now, Exodus chapter 34, verse 7. Keeping mercy unto the thousandth generation, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, and that will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children and upon the children's unto the third and unto the fourth generation. This is the praying of Moses, asking forgiveness for the golden calf. Pasuk Zayin. This is a very, very important verse in terms of mathematics, because we shall open and open and open the verse soon in Luria's writing, so please pay attention. נוצר חסד לאלפים, נושא עוון ופשע וחטאה, ונקה לא ינקה, פוקד עוון אבות על בנים ועל בני בנים, על שילשים ועל ריבעים. Now verse 6, from the same moment of asking forgiveness about the sin of the golden calf. Verse 6, and the Lord passed by before him and proclaimed, the Lord, God merciful and gracious, long-suffering and abundant in goodness and truth. Pasuk Vav, ויעבור השם על פניו ויקרא, השם השם, אל רחום וחנון, ערך אפיים ורב חסד ואמת. Now we shall see how all those verses are coming together in one story that Luria is trying to weave for us together. This is what you see here. The handwriting is a preparation that we had yesterday. So we are reading from Luria's writing, כתבי הארי, ליקוטי תורה וטעמי מצוות, the collection of the Torah and the reasons or the causes of the mitzvot, which are the good deeds, ספר שמות, the book of Exodus, פרשת שמות, portion שמות, ליקוטי תורה, collections of the Torah, article ותיקח לו תיבת גומי, and she took an ark of reed. How do they say here? It's not the verse is not here, but she took for him a reed or an ark which is made out of reed. So letter 28, אות כ"ח. הנה נוח ומשה שורשם ביסוד אבא. Here Noah and Moses, their root is in foundation of the Father, meaning in foundation of wisdom. שנוח בבחינת למטה, that Noach is an aspect of below, and Moses ומשה בבחינה למעלה, and Moses is the aspect of above. ולכן נכנסו שניהן בתיבה, and this is why both of them went or entered the ark. הנה משה היה בתיבתו חומר. Here Moses was in his ark חומר. נגד דור הפלגה, against or parallel to generation of the Tower of Babel, the generation of the separation. ונוח זפת, and Noach was in an ark which was covered with tar. נגד דור המבול, against or parallel to the generation of the flood. ולזה היו משליכים מהם ביאור, and for this reason they used to throw from them into the river. Here the name of the river is Yeor. Usually it is translated to river, but the name is Yeor. Yeor. ולזה היו משליכים מהם ביאור. For this reason they used to throw from them into the Yeor. בסוד, in the secret, והמים להם חומה, and the water are wall for them, שהיו מדור המבול, that they were from the generation of the flood. ומהם, and part of them, בונים לבנים, used to build bricks. נגד דור הפלגה, against the, or parallel to the generation of the separation, to the generation of the Tower of Babel. I hope that it makes sense to us what we read. You can ask questions if you want. This is the time to ask questions. Here Luria sees that parallel lines between Noah and Moses. Both of them were in an ark. Noah was in an ark that was covered with tar, and his aspect is lower, and Moses was in a different ark from Chemar. Chemar is clay, but also those are the same letters like mercy. Homer is like material or clay, but this is also the letters of Rechem, mercy. This is why Luria in a way explains us that though both of them were in an ark, Moses' level is higher than Noah because he was in an ark of mercy. Let's continue and read the next letter, which has more mathematics. Here, letter Kaftet, mark 29. Amar Rabbeinu Zichrono Livracha, our rabbi teacher said, holy bless his memories for good, Shemoshe nolad mahul, that Moses was born circumcised. V'zehu remez kan, and this is a hint here from the verse, min ha'ivriot v'teniklach. Here we have min ha'ivriot, those 4 words. Let's take a color and mark mem. Ha'ivriot, the Hebrew, this is the letter He here. Ve-tanik, and she will nourish, Vav. Lach, for you, Lamed. So those 4 words, they create, if we take the first letter of each word, we receive the word mahul, circumcised. לכן, this is why, לא רצה לינק מן המצרית. This is why baby Moses did not want to be fed by or from the Egyptian. וזה שכתוב, and this is what it is written, ותראה אותו כי טוב הוא. And she saw him that he was good. פירוש, meaning, שראתה בו אות שלו, that she saw in him his letter, אות שלו, his letter, שהוא מילה, that is a word, הנקרא, which is called אות. כי טוב הוא, because he is good. Ki ha'orla, orla is the skin that covers the organ. Orla, this is the name of the skin. Orla hu ra, the skin. Orla has the same letters like ra. If we write first the resh and then the ein, this is ra, this is bad. The skin is, so to speak, bad because it separates. It's like a veil that separates us from the good. Vehu haya tov umahul, and he was good, circumcised, meaning without a bad will, so to speak. He was only good. This is why the mother saw that he was good. Vatere oto ki tov, that he is good, like the speech that we find in Genesis 1 about the light. Vaya, yes. Good morning, Fernando. Shalom, shalom. We're very happy to see you here. I hope that you can enter Discord with sound. Ot lamed. And if you want, you can ask questions. Ot lamed. Noda min hadrushim. It is well known from the teachings. Ki bechinat Moshe hu misod Abba. Because the aspect of Moses, it is from the foundation of the father. Yesod Abba, Yesod Abba is the Yesod of wisdom, because Abba is referring to wisdom. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Have a good drive, safe drive. Thank you. So we shall read again. Letter Lamed, Mark 30. Noda min hadrushim. It is well known from the teachings. Ki bechinat Moshe, because the aspect of Moses, hu miyesod de Abba, is from the foundation of the father, or foundation of wisdom. Hasatum veganuz, which is in a way concealed and hidden. Toch yesod ima, within the foundation of mother, which is understanding. Vehinei yesod Abba, and here yesod Abba is foundation of wisdom, hu bechinat ein bet. So now he says, what is yesod de Abba? And he answers, yesod de Abba is name ein bet. What is ein bet? Ein bet is 72. How do we arrive to this name? If we take the tetragrammaton as it is, 4 letters, and we fill the letters with the letter Yod. Let's make another color that it will be good to notice. So if we fill the tetragrammaton with the letter Yod, we have the following combination. Here we have 20, here we have 15, here we have how much? 22, and here we have 15. So together, 20 plus 30, 50 plus 22, 72. So first he introduces us to the fact that what is Yesod de Abba. This is not a drawing, this is a value. Yesod de Abba is Shem Ein Bet, the name of the Lord with the filling of the letter Yod. So now let's go back to the text to see how Luria sings. Vehine Yesod Abba, foundation of wisdom. Please remember, foundation of wisdom, hu bechinat ein bet, is the aspect of 72 as we showed here. Ve'achoraim de ein bet ole kapad. If we fill the filling or build pyramid with this structure, we reach 184. And I already prepared here, this is it. This is if we take here. We take, and I will make a new drawing. Let's see, how do we arrive? What Luria says, Achoraim, the backwards or the back end, this is the filling of the letters in a pyramid structure. So we take the letter Yod of the Tetragrammaton. Let's write it with a different color. We write it in the first floor. In the second floor, we write the letter Yod and the letter He. In the third floor from below, we write Yod, He, Vav. In the fourth floor below, we write the whole name with the filling of Yod, in this case. And if we sum up all of those values, we get 184. This is, according to Luria, this is the back end of 72. 72 has to, let's say, face value, and 184. This is the back value. Please remember the relation between those numbers. Now we continue. Because so far those values are referring to Abba, to wisdom. 72, the face, and the back is related to Abba, to wisdom. Let's write it. 1 second. This is now Luria will move to describe the value of understanding, the value of Ima. Let's see how he takes all of this. V'yesod Ima, and foundation of Ima, foundation of understanding, shehu eheye de Yudin kasa. So, first of all, what is the name in Ima? What is the name of the Lord in understanding? So the name is Eheye, I shall be. This is in mother. 1 second. Ima, understanding. So Eheye, like simple Eheye, I shall be, this is what God told Moses in the burning bush, has the value of 21. But Luria says, let's take those letters and fill them with their feeling, not just Aleph as representative of the first letter, but let's write the Aleph with its feeling, how we pronounce it. So what is Aleph with pronunciation? Aleph. Aleph, Lamed, Fe. Hey, with the feeling of Yod. This is the Hey itself and the feeling of Yod. Yod, Yod itself, and Vav, Daled, and another Hey, Hey Yod. So what do we get? Aleph is 111. Hey, Hey Yod is 15. Yod is 20. Another Hey is 15. So here we have those 30 plus 20, this is 50, and plus 111. And what do we get? 161. So says Luria. Now we have the name of God in mother, in understanding. So face value is Eheye, which is 21. But the feeling that we feel, everything, the feeling of 21 or of Ehyeh is 161. And here Luria tells us a very interesting secret. He says, Yesod de'ima, foundation of mother, foundation of understanding, which is Ehyeh, the Yodin. So not just Ehyeh, 21, but with the feeling of the letter Yod. So it is Kof Samech Aleph, which is 161. And he says, if we take the feeling of the mother, which is 161, plus the back value of the father, which is 184, what do we get? Let's see. 1 plus 4, 5. 6 plus 8, 14. We remember 1, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5 is the value of Moses, Moshe. Mem is 40, Shin is 300, and Hey is 5. Let's continue in the text. And he says, Vehine ein bet she'oleh chesed. He says that if we take ein bet or 72, is the value of grace. Let's write it here. So Luria says, Yesod de'aba, this is ein bet. Ein bet is 72. But now 72, Yesod de'aba, foundation of wisdom, is also the value of grace, chesed. Chet is 8, Samech is 60, Dalet is 4. So together we have 72. Fernando is writing, so we can relate Ehyeh with the essence, what one can be, and from one self-being that is related to Ima. Luria relates that the inner aspect of it is the Yesod of Abba that is Moses in us. Yes, yes, excellent, Fernando. Yes, yes, yes. We can relate. Let's read again. Let's read again. We can relate Ehyeh that was said to Moses, yes, in the burning bush, with the essence. Excellent. What one can be. Very good. And from oneself being that is related to Ima. Very good. Luria relates that the inner aspect of it is the Yesod of Abba that is Moses in us. Yes, yes. It is true. It is true. It is true. Yes. Yesod de Abba, this is interesting. Yesod de Abba is hidden in Yesod de Ima. Yes. Yes. In each and every one of us. Thank you for the question. Vehine, here, Ein Bet, 72, Shem Ein Bet, She'oleh Chesed, the name of wisdom name 72. Also, this is the value of grace as we have shown. Thank you. It was complex and not well written, but you, yes, of course, yes. Just to say one sentence, Fernando, Yesod the Abba is always hidden in Yesod the Ima. Yes, always. This is it. So here, Vehine Ein Bet 72 also is the value of grace, Chesed. Hu Bechinat Maim. What is grace? Luria says this is the aspect of water. And here he brings the verse, what the daughter of Pharaoh says, V'zehu, and this is, Ki min hamayim meshitihu, because from the water I drew him. Now, what is the water? Luria says, water is grace. So, in other words, because from the grace I drew him. This is interesting. So, whenever the daughter of Pharaoh says, because I pulled him from the water, I pulled him from grace. This is the meaning. Vehine Moshe, and here Moses, alav shalom, and here Moses, upon him peace, Gimatria Notzer. So let's look into the verse that I promised you. When Moses ask for forgiveness for the golden calf, he says this verse in Exodus chapter 34, verse 7. We shall read the Hebrew. Notzer chesed la'alafim. Keeping grace for thousands. The Bible in English says mercy. But here, Notzer chesed keeps the grace for thousand. Please remember those words. Notzer chesed la'alafim. Notzer. By the way, it's not a moment, but this is how the word Christian comes from. Notzri, Notzer. Please remember this. This is the origin. Notzer, and I write it with the letter Vav, because Luria will relate to the Vav as well. Notzer chesed la'alafim. Keep the grace for thousands. And let's see how Luria reads the blessing. Venus, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Good morning, Venus. I hope the weather is smiling at you and the sun as well. And here Moses, Gimatria, Notzer, Veratzon. So let's see how Luria relates to it. Here. Moses, we said that Moses, Moshe, has the value of 3, 4, 5. But Notzer keeps. Also in England, they used to say God, how do you say? In Hebrew, we pray for the queen, so the God will Yinso. We use the word Yinso. Will keep the king or the queen. This is the save the queen. Yes, God save the queen, and here Notzer, Yinso. They use the same verb. Yes. So let's go back because I saw Elizabeth in front of my eyes with a blessing, so I had to say it. So Moshe, Moses, 3, 4, 5. Notzer, keep or save, 3, 4, 6. Luria noticed that there is a relation of only one, because with the kollel with unity 3, 4, 5 plus 1 is notzer, keep or save. But Luria says it's not just notzer, which is keep or save, it is also the value of ratzon. Ratzon is a will. So let's see how he continues. Vehine Moshe, and here Moshe 3, 4, 5, Gimatria, the same value of Notzer, keep, save, which is 3, 4, 6, Veratzon, and will. Veze shekatuv, and this is what is written in Aramaic, now I quote, Behai Ratzon istalak Moshe. In this will, Moses ascended to heavens. Moses passed away or moved in Shabbat afternoon, and this specific hour is called in Aramaic the will of wills. Again, Ra'ava de Ra'avin, the will of wills. Shabbat afternoon, this is the time that Moses ascended. This is a special hour called the will of wills, and this is why Luria mentioned this moment, because they have relations of numbers, because Moses is 3, 4, 5 and will is 3, 4, 6. V'zeh sod, and this is the secret of the verse, Notzer chesed la'alafim, keep the grace or save the grace for thousands. Now he goes to the mathematics to prove it. Ki yesod de'aba shehu hachesed. Again, because the foundation of Father, the foundation of wisdom is chesed. The foundation of wisdom is grace. This is it. Remember, the foundation of wisdom, the foundation of Father is grace. 72. Here. Ve'achorav, and the back end, when we take this pyramid that I showed before, is 184. It is hidden. Tamir is hidden, is hiding. So, both the foundation of Father, which is grace, and the back value, which is 184, it is hidden where? In Yesod De'ima, in the foundation of understanding. Hanikra, which is called Eheye. Yesod De'ima, the foundation of the mother, is always future. The foundation of Binah, because Binah, it is one of the three upper spheres. It's always the future beyond time and space. So, again, Yesod the Abba, which is grace, and the back value of it, Kapad, 72 and 184, it is hidden in Yesod De'ima, in the foundation of mother understanding, or Binah, Hanikra, which is called Eheye, I shall be. Ve'ima, and mother, or understanding, or Binah, Notzer oto, And Ima keeps it or save it. Ima notzer oto. The mother treasure it. The understanding beyond time and space. The quality of understanding beyond time and space. Keep it, cherish it, save it. V'zehu notzer chesed. And this is the meaning of the words that Moses said while asking forgiveness in the golden calf. Notzer chesed. What is notzer chesed? Keeps the grace or cherish the grace. It is Yesod Abba. And who cherish the grace? The mother, the foundation of the mother, cherish the grace, which is the foundation of the Father of wisdom. So, the foundation of understanding, cherish the grace, which is the foundation of Father of wisdom. Now, another question that Luria continues to ask, ומי נוצר את החסדים לאלפים? And who guards, keeps, cherish the graces to thousands? Because we say notzer chesed keeps the grace singular. But the third word, la'alafim, 2,000, and then comes another universe. What is to cherish the grace for 1,000? And Luria says, please pay attention. Hainu, Yesod Ima, we already showed that Yesod Ima, first we have shown that Ima in Binah is Eheye, I shall be. What was told to Moses in the burning bush. This is 21. And if we fill this name with Yod, we get 161. This is the filling. Let's see what Luria says. Let's move. Hello, hand. Let's move. And who cherish the graces to 1,000? Hainu Yesod Ima. The foundation of mother, we say, because mother is Eheye. But Yesod the Ima, we feel the name as we have shown before. Where is it? Yes, we feel it. And then we get 161. Here, this is the feeling 161. And 161 is also the value of alafim, thousands. Because here we have 1 and 11, and here we have 50, and this is 161. And this is notzer chesed la'alafim. Keeps the grace for the 1,000. This is a very good question, Venus. The mother is the hay or give birth to hay? The mother is the hay and she gives birth to the hay and to the vav. If she gives birth to the hay, she will give birth to malchut. If she will give birth to the vav, she will give birth to zer anpin. It's a very good question. Very good question. Very good. Did you understand the relation of notzer chesed, keep the grace for 1,000? And who cherished the graces to 1,000? This is the foundation of mother, 161, as the values of thousands in Hebrew. Lachen binah. This is why Binah is called Notzer, keeps, guard, cherishes. Gam la'alafim. Also, this is the name of Binah, Alafim. thousands. Ki notzer, because guard, cherish, keeps, is the same value as Moses, because we say notzer is 3, 4, 6, Moses is 3, 4, 5, the aspect of zer anpin. הנה אימא שומרת ונוצרת, here mother is keeping, is guarding and cherishing ליסוד אבא, to the foundation of wisdom, הנקרא חסד, which is called grace, לתנו, to give him, the grace to זר אנפין, שהוא מילוי אלפין. Again, Zer Anpin. Now we go to another realm of thinking, because Zer Anpin is the Vav. Yes? Now he explains it quite deep now. There's another name, the Tetragrammaton. Let's make it here that you would be able to see it. Yes, okay. We take the 4 letters of the Tetragrammaton, and we can fill them now with the letter Aleph. When we fill them with the letter Aleph, here, we get the value of 45. Zer Anpin, which is the Vav, this is also referred to 45, because the Vav is also Shem Ma, which is 45. This is Zer Anpin. Now, Luria says something interesting. The mother cherishes the grace. This is another explanation of thousands. Not just thousands as, let's say, we say in numbers, 1,000. Where's the pen? Eti, where's the pen? We say 1,000. Pen, where are you? I don't have a pen. Hello. Let's see. This is 1,000. 1 and 3 0. Yes? But this is Elif in Hebrew. 1,000. 1 and 3 0. But we can read the same letters as Aleph. Aleph is the letter Aleph. Letter. So we can read those 3 letters as Aleph, 1,000 in numbers, or we can read those letters as Aleph, which is letter. So now let's see how Luria reads the Notzer Chesed, La'alafim, keeps the grace for 1,000, because he has another meaning of it. Here, let's start here. Hine Ima, here mother, shomeret, guards, keeps, venotzeret, and cherishes, leyesod Abba, to the foundation of wisdom, hanikra chesed, which is called grace, to give him to Zer Anpin. Now, Fernando, if you hear, or Venus, Zer Anpin is, as we learn, the Vav of the Tetragrammaton, but it is also the name of the Tetragrammaton with the filling of the letter Aleph. This is why, because it comes as 45, this is why Luria writes here, Shehu Milui Alfin, because the name, the Tetragrammaton, when we fill it with the letter Aleph, it is called Milui Alfin, meaning not 1,000 as numbers, but the filling of the letter Aleph. Aleph in singular, or Alfin is many fillings of letters Aleph. So let's read again and connect. הנה אמא שומרת. Here mother is guarding ונוצרת and cherishing. ליסוד אבא, to the foundation of father, wisdom, which is called grace, to give him to זר אנפין, to the vav. שהוא מילוי אלפין. This is שם מה with the filling of the letter aleph. אלפין. Few alephs we have here. 3. וזהו לאלפים. Meaning לאלפים, not just for 1,000, but for the 3 alephs that fill the tetragrammaton in זר אנפין. Please pay attention to the babushka here. There's a name which is hold a name, which holds a value, and everything is being conceived. והנה nun, now we move. והנה nun, דנוצר חסד הוא גדולה. Now, the letter nun from נוצר חסד, cherish the grace, הוא גדולה. What cherish the grace? גדולה. כי כל אותיות גדולות שבתורה הם בבינה. זה לא גדולה, זה גדולה. Now he says that the nun, the letter nun of נוצר חסד, yeah, נוצר חסד is a capital. It's a big nun, like the bet of Bereshit. And here Luria says, open the print, you will see this clearly, that the nun of נוצר חסד keeps the grace is a capital big letter, because all the big letters in the Bible, their place is bina, is mother and understanding. והנה nun, and here nun, the נוצר חסד of cherish the grace, who, it says who, the letter is a masculine, like capital letter, כי כל אותיות גדולות שבתורה, all the big letters in the Torah, they are in בינה. כי מידת נוצר חסד, because, let's say, the measure of cherishing grace הוא בבינה. It is in understanding. כמבואר, as it is explained, בכוונת, in the intention of ויעבור. Please pay attention to the word ויעבור, and he passed, not just as regarding to Elisha, ויעבור אל שונם, Elisha crosses to Shunem, but here, this is a very, very important. Please remember this. This is a very important word, ויעבור, ויעבור. ויעבור השם על פניו, and the Lord passed his inner. And so, ויעבור, this is very, let's find here a space, ויעבור. One second. ויעבור, this is עין בית, ריו. We split it, ויעבור, and he passed. This is 216. Please remember, this is a very important word. ויעבור, עין בית, 72, יסוד דאבא, ריו, גבורה. Let's see how he enters. I moved too fast. כמבואר בכוונת ויעבור, as it is explained in the intention of ויעבור, and he passed. לכן נון גדולה, like this is why capital נון or big נון, נגד נון שערי בינה, against or parallel to 50 gates of understanding. לכן משה, this is why Moses, שהוא מיסוד Habina, from the foundation of understanding. Gimatria, Notzer, so Moses, which is from the foundation of understanding. 1 second, let's move into the right ink here. Where are you? Moses, which is 345, which is Miyesoda Bina, from the foundation understanding. Gimatria Notzer, cherish, 346. לכן, נכנס בהיכל הרצון. This is why he entered the hall of will. Because the Zohar speaks about Heichalot, palaces, and Moses entered to the palace of the will. זה שכתוב, this is what it is written, בזוהר, this is what it is written in the Zohar, בהי רצון, in this will, התקניש משה. In this will, Moses has entered. Thank you for your listening. Do you have any question? Venus, Fernando, friends, are you still with us? I would like to wish you a very good week and a very good season. And I would like to thank you for participating here with us today. And if you have questions, you can write to us or in email or under the videos or on Discord. Whenever you wish to communicate, feel free to do so. Wishing you a very good life and happiness. Shalom, shalom, and Shavua Tov.